0.
That was a dance between these two teams, and every time we felt that Rebellion was stepping away, FaZe would be right there led by Trippy. But the reality is that there was a leading man on the other side. Frosty was directing the flow of traffic so well in that game, and right when you thought FaZe was going to have their opportunity at the end, he gets a massive double kill, forces FaZe to deal with him, gets them out of position, and last shot cleans it up so well. 4,200 damage for Frosty. He is hitting his next level. This is when we have these rose tinted glasses and talk about what it was like back in the day, watching Halo 5, watching the dynasty that happened. This is the Frosty that we were seeing, and honestly, this is some of the most fun Halo to watch. It's incredible what we're seeing, and it's from both sides, right? I mean, even that, like, Trippy is having a fantastic series as well.
17 and 11 in that game, Tools. He did all he could, and again, it's not a one-player thing. And you know, Snakebite humbled me at one point talking about this. You know, there's a lot of shine that goes into a singular player, but Snakebite made a good point to me. He said, you need a team to allow you to do that. You need a team that is pushing on sides of the map and pressuring, that allows you to play that type of role. And Trippy and FaZe, they tried, but it was not enough. Can they do it here in this game number 3? Shopify continue on this tear, and it just gets scary. Look at the patience here by Last Shot. He'll go down, but a lot of damage is done, and the Camel's down on the floor.
And Last Shot playing such a frustrating role right there. He's not going to give his life up for free, and at least was able to take one with him. And think about the butterfly effect of him staying alive, right? It slows down the camo push. It forces Falcated to play much slower. And FaZe, they could have been well on their way to getting points, instead having to slow this game down quite a bit and try to find these remaining Rebellion players. We're still very much in the neutral game.
It's 100% a butterfly effect. I love that you put it that way. This camo hasn't done much because of that entire beginning sequence. Now it's once again a bit of deja vu. Camo player versus Last Shot. Last Shot stays alive on the elevator. That pillar, my goodness, he hides behind it so well. Falcated's in trouble. He's getting pushed from the top as well. He gets one, which is good enough, but 3 go down for FaZe.
Cycle with that shock rifle. Look at him controlling on the other side. They're gonna force him deep into C, and right now, if Rebellion get these next couple of slays, they are gonna instantly move for the trip cap spawn trap.
Cycle wants this shot. That'll begin that triple cap. Falcated jumps up. Down to no shield, turns around. What? He gets the kill. That's a shock rifle on the floor, but still, FaZe go 3 down. They just seem disjointed in places.
The problem is these trades are just not going to work out for FaZe. They need clean wipes. They need to be able to find the unanswered kill, and so far Rebellion just refused to be unanswered, but that might be the first key, right? The back smack allows them to move forward. You see a lot of pressure being applied over on that white side. And oh, can we chill with these cross map challenges? The confidence that every one of these players has is unrivaled at the moment. These are disrespectful challenges.
It's insane, and oh man, when land comes and everyone knows those shots will connect no matter what, I cannot wait to see what happens. It's still a 2 cap for Shopify Rebellion. Finally, FaZe are attempting to answer back onto A. But here comes the push once again from Shopify Rebellion. It's like FaZe get a cap, and immediately Shopify are in there to make sure to stop it.
Trippy, no. What are we doing, bro? He's Spider-Man over there. He stayed alive for as long as he possibly could, but
that shit was crazy.
It was just a delay of the inevitable as he was spaced down to go down, but Royal 2 has a flank. Last Shot's killing them from the front side. FaZe, total control is against you. Your spawn is in the worst possible spot, trapped at the back of gold and long haul. There's just not much you can do in this situation, and the punishment is in. Rebellion is systematically tearing down the spawners, keeping them trapped.
Okay, well, it was suppressed. I did get that tower side spawn, and the rest spawned on A, so I think they'll be able to regain here just a bit. Penguin, he's gonna move towards that C side. There's the shots. A couple of shots go in. Well, Suppress is not looking at Cycle here. Cycle was no shields, but Suppress had a different job. He pushes with his teammates, so Penguin has to reach out. There it is.
We are seeing a masterclass in understanding your individual timing, understanding what you can and can't get away with. The way that Cycle played his life to know that, okay, he's not going to challenge me for the next couple seconds. I'm going to look towards the mid-map, try to get the damage there. Okay, he should be challenging me now.
Holy shit.
Around right when that player challenges him. Frosty, let's just hit a couple more shots, why don't we? This is just domination through and through from Rebellion. Every player is playing the team game right, but they're also playing at their best individual basis right now. This is just unmatched.
Ace is going to break here, though. Hang on.
I can't even describe. I'm at a loss of words right now with how well Rebellion is just playing this game.
I get it, Tools. I completely understand. Oh, a big thank you to HCS for putting on another season. This is going to be the most competitive season of the year. And Shopify right now at the forefront of it. We'll see if they continue this dominance, though. It is a triple cap out of FaZe. Wait a minute here for a moment. Do they have the control to continue this, though? Spawns are kind of all over the place, and a couple players already made it through. Falcon has to find something here. He has to find a kill because Penguin already went down. So already
Hang on,
it's going
bro.
to be Shopify with that numbers advantage.
Yeah, so such a risky maneuver for Rebellion there. They
Hang on, they're holding the trip cap.
gold, and
Cheese.
They immediately swung out towards A. They were they're basically trusting themselves to win these
Here comes
gunfights
Rebellion.
while being trip capped, and they gave FaZe a lot of points, but it was for this moment, right? They give up a lot of points to FaZe. Understand, we're not going to step in this hill in the next 20-30 seconds. We're going to give up those points, but we're going to eventually win complete map control as the consequence of taking that risk. And I mean, that's exactly what they did. They got back into their hills. They're applying that pressure, and FaZe, they find themselves back defending once again.
It's important to talk about that, the micro versus the macro. It just seems like Shopify play for that macro game all of the time, always playing for that next play. They do go 3 dead, though. FaZe are not out of this yet. They're not putting that surrender flag up just yet. Push comes from the pipe side. It's 3 Shopify Rebellion members inside of pipes, and because of that, FaZe will go for the triple cap, but it's immediately answered back. It's Shopify Rebellion getting beat.
I like this from FaZe, though. They're applying that pressure. They're trying not to let Rebellion get forward on the map. And that's for 2 reasons, right? You want to try to keep that pressure on, but the other thing was camouflage was up. They didn't want those players anywhere close to C. And it's Penguin that's gotten away with that camouflage. If they're going to come back into this game, it's going to be because of him.
This camo could decide a lot here. He's not really able to find a target. There's information at least on 2 players. Trippy's going to be alone in a 1v2. He at least takes one. He takes both. He takes both.
Hang on a second.
What do you mean? 2 dead for Shopify Rebellion. It's a triple cap for FaZe.
They have the lock in. Look at the long haul spawns. This is exactly what you need to get back into this game. Now it's just going to come down to the individual skill of these players, winning their gunfights, preventing them from getting out.
You're talking about the best players in the game. Trippy just 1v2, easy peasy. That's crazy. Is it enough though? They're still 40 points down. Royal 2. That's gonna be Falcon that wins that fight against him. Now being pushed by Last Shot, and that's what it is, Tools. Every time it's FaZe 1v2 against Shopify, and it's Shopify taking advantage of FaZe every single time, every movement they make.
Cycle just lives, right? And like, look, him living allows
Whoa.
us to get into the chance to get the kill. If Last Shot had 1 more bullet, he probably could have gotten away with some murder there, but instead, FaZe
Crib cap cheese for Rebellion.
Frosty
just pissed on that guy.
Or not. I mean, Frosty just wins another critical fight.
It's insane. It's insane on both sides here. FaZe trying to get B. They'll be killed going for it. A bit overextended for that cap, but he'll get punished. It is Falcon that gets a kill on the kill feed, and he'll end up trying to overextend. Just take that map side control. Maybe on the pipe side, you see Trippy there on the Dorito. Camo is up.
Whoa.
That's some good shots for the Shroud. It's in a double assist here for
3
Falcon.
dead.
It's 3 down for Shopify Rebellion. This is the time they answer back.
I think that's the first time we've seen a true mistake come out from Rebellion. They did not have a numbers advantage, and they went for that camouflage despite it, figuring that FaZe was just going to concede it to get towards a hill. Instead, FaZe, they very much played for the camouflage and sent their last player to play for the hill. They were able to maximize their value, and this trip cap, it's not going to go away anytime soon, especially with these players being trapped over at gold. It's a temporary reprieve that Cycle has allowed them, but FaZe still very much has the chance to find their answer here.
How is Cycle alive? Do you understand he was in the battery? Royal 2?
They just sat in tower for like 30 seconds and let Royal 2 run behind them.
If you wanted any sort of chance, there's no way. There's no way. Every time FaZe have a chance, it just gets squashed. I don't know what they can do here.
It's just systematic the way that Rebellion are able to play off their spawn. It is clear, decisive moves to find these breaks of FaZe. It's not like FaZe is setting themselves up in bad spots. They very much are playing their positions well. It's just Rebellion are able to get to their spots as fast as possible, and oftentimes just win in those spots because of their individual talent.
Their individual talent and their ability to stay alive. 3 dead. I say that and they go 3 down. So now Cycle, the player who's known to stay alive in these situations all by himself, and the pressure's a bit too much, so he'll go down. The spawns do come out onto Dorito though. That's going to allow Shopify to get into A, but FaZe are coming through, trying to get these slays. 2 players down to no shield. Look how good they play their life. They don't go down, and then they double team. This is insane. The double cap for Shopify Rebellion. FaZe trying to go in to contest, but they go 3 dead.
Put that one on tape. I mean, that is a
that was ugly.
Brilliant play by those 2 players to stay alive in the back of A.
Shopify Rebellion back in the grand finals now, 1 series away from earning themselves the top pool going into the OPTIC major. FaZe had an incredible tough fight against Shopify Rebellion, a bit of a Shopify who ended up going back and moving on to the grand finals. FaZe moving on to the lower finals, to the lower bracket. Everybody, that was an incredible series. I feel like we're seeing Shopify Rebellion just completely separate themselves from the rest of the teams. And Active, you said that
OPTIC,
before.
TSM, SSG, and Luminosity.
What is making Frosty allowing to do these big plays?
Tool said it really well.
Might be
Frosty
picture-in-picture
is playing
time.
like old Frosty right now. And you know what it is? I always say it. It's the intangibles.
I think I might have time for like 1
on a
series
brand
of
new
this
roster,
shit.
and
So.
yeah, obviously he's
Let's do it.
really good friends with his previous roster on FaZe. But on Shopify Rebellion,
Hey everyone, it's Book Shambi. Welcome to the show.
Hey, you like that shit, Kenny? Ooh. Got a celly. What's good, Kenny? How you doing? Yeah, always a big Penguin fan, man.
Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I'm like, good, I'ma look to the skies and manifest anything I need. Any on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No.
Wichita. Number 0.
We're back here at the ballpark, bottom 9, digging in for the Rough Riders, number 20.
Yo, what's up, Traveling Merchant? I'm not gonna blow up the Halo display just yet. SSG's up 2 over Luminosity. I will make it big whenever the next series starts. I don't have a whole lot of time to play because my friends are gonna be here in a little while, so I'm gonna try to get in one series of baseball if I can. Well, welcome to the stream, brother. I can make it a little bit bigger if that's what y'all want, but I can't like I'm not gonna like full screen it just yet.
Got the batter swinging for the K. Leadoff hitter.
Also, I could turn the sound on as well.
He came out of the bullpen looking sharp.
Just depends on what y'all want.
Strikeout really sets a tone.
Here, I got you.
And the opposing lineup is going to have a hard time keeping him from the save.
LG actually just won game 3.
Away. Cameron
I think it ended. I'm pretty sure it was Luminosity
never mind,
who
somebody
put the
ended.
first score on the board, 2-1.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Goodness me, I truly think that discipline is the right way to describe. You're right. It was 201 to 231. Maybe it was a reset tool, so it could have been a reset.
I think it was a reset. I think there was probably a score that they had before.
Yeah.
Hopefully, unless there was a crash on the team that had lead.
Bites that one away. The count remains
turned the crash and
0-2.
ended it right away.
Yeah, we'll find out for you guys, but I want to go back on what you said.
That's game.
There you go. Luminosity up. Oh, I'm sorry, Luminosity put 1 on the series score, so now it's 2-1. But again, I want to talk about your word discipline. Not pushing up there, even if it's the end of the game, you're blocking spawns and you're okay with that.
Yeah, I hope everybody's
it's just beautiful, right?
hope everybody's doing well today, man. I hope everybody's chilling.
You see players kind of going for that all willy-nilly, but at the same time, you got to calculate those triple caps, and I just like that. I like that discipline out of a young Luminosity
and send
roster.
this ball game to extra.
So far, Luminosity, they've been trying to play tight against Space Station Gaming. It did lose the oddball 2-0, but there was a much different situation.
That was crazy.
54
You know what we could do as well? I could do the picture-in-picture, but in reverse. I could do big Halo small baseball.
Right now, and this is a team that I think we're going to talk about true dark horses. The definition of a dark horse team.
It just depends on how goofy we want to make this setup.
A team with
I'm down to get goofy, though.
Players. This Luminosity team is the dark horse for the upcoming land.
What do you have them placing?
That's the big thing about the dark horse team, right? Like Luminosity, I want this team to get top 6. But to me, I need them to prove that they can get top 6 on land, because the reality is for these players, these are all players that are very much just don't have those land placings to support, giving them that position. And that's what I love about the open ecosystem for Halo. Like, you give these teams a chance week in, week out to compete, prove where they are, and then send them to land and have the chance to execute.
And he was drafted in the 7th
I love that.
round.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive if we're able to see them finally get that breakthrough moment in year 4. I mean, that's just beautiful. That's 4 years of work coming to fruition. You love to see that. So many of these players have been grinding since Halo Infinite came out, even before in Halo 5. That's why I always tell people or young players, it's good to get your start now and invest in yourself.
I saw someone in the YouTube chat call the Luminosity boys.
You telling me that one dropped?
Mickey Warriors, and it just made me laugh because I was like, Piggy lives in Maine, Mortally lives in Utah. I don't think
today's action comes to you courtesy of AC Hines Architecture, the only firm in the area certified to build Escher stairs.
At the same time, man, it's some people get on for discipline, other people put in some matchmaking work, and you know, everyone sees value out of different things. I truly think the matchmaking grind, as long as you're actually working on stuff and not just battering your head against the wall, I think it's very valuable. But it is, of course, Luminosity, and it's Yaxin who is drastically improved, and I talk about him time in and time out. I think he's one of the real big standout players for me that can really shine this season if he
way
proves himself.
2 balls.
So the shot rifle, he can prove himself in this moment at least. It's a 1 versus 2. He gets eco, almost gets saved by, still stays alive somehow, and he's able to survive with the shot.
Sends it to first.
While he's surviving, Piggy on the other side of the map is just thriving. A double kill that he gets for his team, and Luminosity that they're going to get a perfect hill one. There's not 1 millisecond of time that Space Station got into that hill.
It is 3. Okay, sorry, Snakebite just got another.
Man, fuck off.
Okay. You got 4 kills. I'm just kidding. Now obviously just got.
That was good contact too. That's the only one I'm pissed off about.
Luminosity continuing to pressure. They're not afraid whatsoever. The trade comes out. It's 3 down.
Base hit.
Forces Mortally back, but it is Space Station game to get in that second hill. Mortally knows he has to take this challenge against Stellar.
There.
Not in time.
Challenge against Stellar.
That's a play where we see how good his speed is. He puts so much pressure on outfielders to make the play quickly and cleanly. You don't hustle. He's going to get extra bases out of it like he did right there. The left fielder, the next hit, takes outside.
They are just not trying to give them much for free.
That's what you gotta do if you're Space Station. That's where you'll kind of shine.
Swing and a miss,
making sure to capitalize on any sort of mistakes Luminosity's making. That's insane. That is probably the craziest Insta-Explode I've seen in this game. That was crazy.
That extends the inning.
It's just a shame that the Insta-Explode didn't get the kill, but it certainly made him one shot. That might have been absolute. Yaxin, the last player alive for his team.
Coming up to the dish for
that gives SSG the information of where he's at. But notice how he's hitting that back.
Step on through first.
Back to try to keep this spot in check. Oh my god, his nades are just next level.
Great awareness by Snakebite in this situation, though, but unfortunately he comes out.
Time one waits at the plate. There goes
He's
the
aware of
runner.
that push.
Misses.
Down for Space Station.
Shows off the
Once
speed,
again,
and that's
it is
a nice
Luminosity
little
that can
milestone
hill
he won't soon forget.
Is that really my first steal?
For any of the players that are coming in for Blues, but none of that's going to happen. Instead, cutting through the middle of the map and hitting out that flower door. SSG very coordinated, and that's
This one's in the dirt.
That's a great play.
Oh shit!
Some of the players are out of the fight, right?
Man, nobody saw that, bro. The cameras weren't on.
Numbers advantage for both sides into a numbers advantage for Space Station by cutting one player out.
Average performance. It was a loss for the team.
And they're able to break.
I think that was their Discord alert, not mine.
I like the space by Lucid right there, going towards the blue side. The spawns happen on the snipe, but it allows.
I got a little too happy on my first stolen base, bro.
Not gonna really hit many shots.
Ready
Space
for the
Station get out of
bottom
that
of the
hill
ninth.
and
Stepping to the plate now
Luminosity
for
hill as
Frisco,
of right
Kepa
now.
Rodriguez.
And they do have a
That
slight
one finds the
advantage
zone,
up until
and
this
it's
point.
0-1.
It's a back
This
smack, and
offense
it's
is looking a
Avicii
bit
with a double.
stagnant right now.
It's gonna be
They need to shake it off and get something going.
At the end, Luminosity.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Muscle.
That was gross.
Misses,
At
struck
the
the
back of
batter
yard,
out.
and it was just
And the leadoff
endless
batter
pressure.
set down here in the ninth.
They're not
He's 2
slowing
outs
down for
away.
anything. and
Next to
it's
hit
so,
for the Rough Riders, Blaine Crim.
It's so tedious when you have to play against teams like this. That just constantly apply pressure. Because, yeah, you're going to find mistakes where they're not going to be completely together. But it takes a lot of effort and focus to punish those mistakes.
And that's a strikeout looking.
Timing is everything.
I don't know why he's not swinging at
Now
that.
the hands he acts in, he spots 2
And here's the catcher,
from
Brandon
SSG, and
Martirana.
he's looking
1 for 2.
to attack here.
Waiting on my slider, I guess.
The
Yeah,
win
that's
surge,
exactly what I'm
trying to
thinking.
close out a
That's the
3-run
exact
lead.
song that popped into
Here
my
in the
head. Not
last
going to get
half
a lot of
of the
value
ninth.
so far, though.
Strike 2.
With that information and that nade, they're going to bounce back all the way towards blue, and Yaxin will take that. And now I'm going to get a
Good
couple of ticks of time here. And look at the kill feed light up blue. It's Luminosity that could get 2.
Swing and a miss for
Yaxin
the
out,
strikeout.
1v1.
Yes, sir.
Can't help, I think on the other side of yard, but no.
The win
It is a
surge
beautiful
used 3
job by
pitchers to
Snakebite.
combine for the
There
shot.
it is. The general comes up when it matters the most.
That's what we mean by constant pressure. Look, Luminosity, they're not giving up. Every player just pushed forward, and there we finally see Space Station get the punishment. They slowed themselves down once they got into the position.
Bro, if
in
this shit
which
goes to
they
a game
knew
5, we're full
that
screen.
Luminosity would have to push them into. Snakebite played that so well, right? Staying
Ain't no way
alive,
Luminosity about to
increasing
reverse sweep.
value each bullet he puts down, and Luminosity though, I think they're never quite done pushing. It's constant. It's a constant stream. It's an endless Congo line of players in blue that you have to deal with, and it's just, it takes a hit to the mental. If they can start to put to bat them away on the first player and slow down the initial push, I think we're going to see Space Station recover well here.
That's exactly what's happening. They slowed them down the first push. The second push comes in. They get staggered just a bit, and now it's Lucid on the flank. They're not aware of his position on that bottom side. He'll come up and it'll be clean. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we see the difference, right? It's play after play, 4 down for Luminosity, but Space Station Gaming, just there are plays where they look so good.
Shots in, Eco. Wow, big win in the middle map. That's going to keep them off that hill early and allow Space Station to at least have a chance to win on the perimeter. And when he is, Stellar hits a crucial shot.
Ooh, I hung that shit.
I don't think they're necessarily safe.
Thank God River Town didn't hit it to the fucking moon.
Beautiful couple of kills out of him. 2 down for
Fights that one up, will reset and do it again. He's doing a good job of changing speeds.
First the spawns for Luminosity coming out on the blue side.
Really good
now
take.
the hitters off
Snakebite with that
balance.
camo. The pings give information on 2 different players, and he'll drop down
Makes
for
the
I
catch.
think
One
cleans the
down.
kill here. There
Didn't
it
get the
is.
hit, but
Lucid
that
cleans it up,
swing
but
tells you
beautiful
how
teamwork
well he's
from that
seeing the
double.
ball. Great
Space
contact,
Station
solid
probably
line
expected
drive.
Lucid to get
Just
a lot
didn't
of
work out that
expansion
time.
on the map. They're forcing a spot trap.
Here comes the
Lucid
0-1.
was almost expecting to peel the head off.
Fell back
That was a
away,
good
and
slide.
That's out of play.
because of the player, because of how they were positioned, but he'll take
Right-handed reliever.
the easier route, the easier shots. And
That one is
Luminosity,
foul. We'll
this is
see
a
another.
position that they just have not been used to, and that they're not comfortable playing out of. They're very far
In
on the
the air
map.
to left.
They're not going to be able to be aggressive.
That didn't really go where I wanted it
Just
to.
make tough decisions. Instead,
And that puts
Space
the
Station
tying
have
run on
had 2
base.
back-to-back hills that have been cleanly fought.
So digging in,
And this
Cam
is why I
Devaney.
constantly say that people are sleeping on SSG, and it's
This
it's
pitch
clearly
misses,
this.
and that is ball 1.
Success doesn't happen without adversity. Okay, there's always going to be that adversity, but Space Station are finding ways. And
We're in the
yes,
bottom
this
of the
is
9th
Luminosity,
inning.
I think,
Home
but I think
team
we're seeing
down
some
by
shining
1.
moments out of them. This
So
is
now
exactly
1 and
what
2.
we need. As
Wouldn't be surprised to see the
talking
runner
so
break
nicely
from
about
first,
Space
trying to
Station
stay
Gaming.
out of the
It is
double play.
Luminosity that get halfway
Thank you.
I'm sorry, hill
Only
number 5,
one
and
out
make
remaining.
things a bit difficult.
So it's their
shocking
last
that they
chance
didn't
of the
make it
ball
happen.
game.
So the Space Station's playing this textbook correct.
Fell
They
back
have
our
the
way, and
spawn.
that's out of
They're
play.
able to shoot down that lane altogether. They're trying to isolate the angle immortally, but I mean the nades just don't care.
That didn't go where I wanted it to.
The map is gonna at least slow the push of Space Station down for the moment, and
Swing and a
mortally
foul
he
straight
is
back.
comfortable at standing at Flowers trying to shoot across the map. But Space Station
1-2
eventually are going to
pitch.
get this break, and this is why I
Battling
don't
here,
necessarily
fouls it
like
away.
that strategy is shooting over at Flower Door. You really want those LR
naturals,
spawns
down to their
so that you
last
have
strike.
better access towards them.
That was such a good
You
pitch.
have better access towards the camouflage, and Space Station, they let Luminosity get 90% of the way there, but they're set up well.
Wow,
They
and he
can
swings at that
swing
one.
those LR players.
And
They are
this
the
game
impact
is
players
over.
of the map.
The wind surge
Lucid's trying to
strand
look
the
for this
tying
player on the
run
bottom of
on
his knife, and
base
he's
to
finally
win
going to
it.
find it.
My 11th save.
Kill, and it's not traded out, so that's 3 down for Luminosity. And without anything crazy happening, this should be the 3rd hill and the lead for Space Station Gaming.
2 very different
So 2
theories
down.
on how
The left
to
fielder
break
now
that
at the plate.
hill.
Didn't
One
play
for
in
Space
last
Station,
night's
one
game.
for
Had a little
Luminosity.
breather.
Luminosity decided to always apply that pressure towards
We're
Nest,
coming
being on
right
that backside,
up
trying to
against it
have
with
that
the way
be their
this rain is
stronghold. On the
coming
other side,
down,
Space
and
Station,
if
they
there's a
never
lengthy
let
delay,
the loop in
chances
LR
are
area.
it'll force
Even when
pitching
they were
changes,
losing that hill,
which
they
would lead
didn't
to some
feel the
early
pressure going
exits
forward.
on the mound.
And once they got that
There to
break,
make
you
the
saw
catch.
how easy it was for them to hold, right? The players over at LR
left fielder
finding
for
the
the next
important
hit.
kills
Imagine
was
smacking a dinger and hearing that.
in the way
Oh
that they
my
held
god.
it in textbook. And that's what's so
That'd be so sick. Bro, I fucking stuck. Jesus.
They go far
Stop it.
in the tournaments.
2
They
down.
know
Imagine.
what is necessary to win each hill, to
It's
win,
the large
win
lad
each
burgers
instance
big inning.
of game. Whereas
If 3 or more
Luminosity is
runs
trying
score in the bottom of
to
the 6th,
shake,
your
teach
ticket can be
a new
exchanged
dog
for
new
a free
tricks.
absolute
an old dog
unit
new
burger
tricks, right? It's
tomorrow at
just
Large
Absolute
Lad
unit burger.
Burgers.
That's crazy.
Snakebite leading in slays so far, 7.
Throw
17
in.
and 13 out of him. He's got a shock rifle.
Safe at
Huge.
second.
That button combo is hard. Fuck.
Need to
Player
hit it all
alive,
that
he's
hard.
going to go down
Just
as well.
move it,
And it's all
play,
4
and
dead
hope
for
it
Space
finds a
Station
hole,
Gaming.
like it
and
did on
Luminosity
that
will get
ground.
some hill time.
Alright, let's get on base, man.
Yeah, just try to force them over at the lift. This is going to be quick access for Space Station, and that's the concern when you spawn them out lift, is they can get you out of hill very quickly, and neutral time is going to start playing a factor in this game. In fact, I'm kind of surprised that Space Station has been standing in this hills. It's almost easier to play Slayer in this situation, but they only need about 25 seconds of hill time to get it, and with Camouflage being in hill, that can go very quickly for Luminosity.
Yeah, it's the camo and the shock and hill that gives him the confidence to try and get this and close it out here. Boosted though, down to no shields, and great little jump gets him towards top center.
And they get the lead target here in the 7th.
What up?
Runner in second base.
Oh, he goes down.
The left fielder digs in
your
now.
dad for Space Station Gaming, and this hill should be theirs, but it's Luminosity that triple jump into the hill.
Look at Space Station. They're saying 2 players towards Nest to go on a very long flank here. And once they get there, they're just going to try to pinch in all the players at once. And yeah, you see how it works exactly.
He swings and fouls
designed.
one
Those
off.
players get from behind. You have to look both directions. There's nothing you can do. And GG, Space Station rattle off 4 hills in a row to complete the series 3-1.
He hits a fly to center.
Fuck me.
Very awesome by Space Station. I'm glad they were able to pick up the pieces.
Can't catch a break.
There's 2 down.
Space Station Gaming moving on the elimination bracket to now go up against OPTIC Gaming in the semifinals. But this series, we got to see Luminosity shine here with a great effort against a number
2
of
away and a runner in scoring position here.
Team.
And here's the first baseman,
I keep
Aaron
seeing
Sabato.
a common theme here where some of these dark horse squads, as
The other way,
Tools call
base
them,
hit into the outfield.
seem to
Heading
be
for the plate.
pushing these top 3,
Comes
top
in
4
to score.
squads into
It's an
Team
RBI
4s,
single,
Team
and they're
5s,
on the
when
board,
it feels
but
like
lots of ground to
Space
make
Station
up.
Gaming shouldn't allow them to take these games and
I
wins
think he
against
may
them. What
find a
could
way
be
to get some
happening
extra.
All right, so I don't want to discredit Luminosity whatsoever. I want to make that very clear. They're a group of talented players, but I think it's very different. Online is one thing, on LAN is a different thing, right? I think that they're taking their chances when they can, and that's great. And they are winning individual fights, and you see them constantly, in terms of individual skill, outshining SSG in that series a couple times, and you love to see that. I will say, regardless of the online and on LAN stuff, there is hunger there. Like, those guys are hungry. We're in year 4. They want their spotlight. They want it now. So I don't doubt that they're going to continue that same prowess on LAN, and I'm excited to see what Luminosity can do.
Well, I would love to take a chance to see where exactly all these teams stand so far as we are in the qualifiers. If we take a look at the upper bracket, we see FaZe sitting at the elimination
That's good, Ease.
finals for the first time.
Going, bro?
And then we have OPTIC Gaming. OPTIC Gaming winners final. Shopify Rebellion won against FaZe, a 3-0. Shopify will sitting once again in the grand finals. Tools, let's talk about positions. Where are these squads sitting?
Right, remember, this is a big tournament because
Yo, it's good, Lalo.
Cracking,
man.
Luminosity just had a massive finish, right?
Yo, Lalo, you will never believe who I was hanging out with this morning, bro.
Even though we've seen Cloud9 be so consistent in their top 6 finishes,
Here comes the
having top
0-1.
4 last week, they're not going to
Cole
be
and
able to
Jess
have that high
done
seed
came to
pool
H-Town.
because they finished top 8 alongside Trigger.
No, it wasn't Shaw. Yo, imagine. That'd be so funny. No, Cole and Jess came to Houston, and Jess ran a half marathon this morning. So we've been hanging out with them, and we go into the Nuggets-Rockets game tonight. Me, Cole, Jess, Justin, my girl. It's going to be fucking sick.
I would love to go ahead and set up this upcoming series, though. Space Station Gaming versus
Me and
OPTIC.
Justin are both in Houston, and they are in San Antonio.
I'm sure they're not happy to be here. Space Station Gaming, a tough game for them.
Big save. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Exactly what they're counting on him to deliver.
We're all in Texas.
Or how they played in that last game, at least until the very last game of the series, at least until the second half, that's not going to be enough here for OPTIC, and I'm sure they'll rise to the occasion. All of these players and teams generally do that, so it's going to be a good match. I think OPTIC, obviously, going into that losers very early, are going to be very hungry going into this series, and I think they're going.
They're not even in the lobby yet, bro. These motherfuckers taking forever.
Obviously, in terms of
Oh, he just blew that shit past me.
21 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick.
It's going to be a good match, and I hope it's a competitive one.
All
Yeah.
right, well, as this
We're doing
series
big-
ready, Space Station
big
Gaming
block
versus
activities.
OPTIC Gaming, that is what is
Follow.
next. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll
We
see
miss
you
you,
in just a
dog.
bit.
I hope all is well. What the fuck was that,
Straight
brother?
breaking balls away. If he wants to go back to that spot later in this AB,
how have things been though, Lalo? How are everything going, bro?
That one ripped, but foul. Runner at first.
Block road trip throughout Texas would go crazy, bro. We went to, we kind of did that, for Justin's proposal. We drove out to, Big Bend from here, and so we drove all through, like,
2 and 2
West Texas, and, ooh,
Can't
that was
connect on
nasty.
the curveball. He
We went
strikes
fucking
out.
everybody. Or we went fucking everywhere. We were we were not fucking everybody.
First and second, one away. The left fielder digs
That's a
in
crazy
now.
slip, I'm not gonna
And you
lie.
have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here.
Bro, I have no stats. I'm 259 in the minors. Look. Hang on, I'm power swinging though, watch. I'm hitting the bomb right here. Oh.
On the ground, two
Nope,
ball.
don't look, don't look, don't look,
Off
don't look.
balance speed, there's one. And
I'm
that's
turning it
two.
off, bro.
It's been said so many
Nah,
times,
Lalo,
that
we
is the pitcher's best friend.
we run
Double play
it. Don't
gets
worry,
out.
we running that play again, bro.
Take your small business to the next level with better chemistry by calling the fine folks at NARF. If you want to know how they'll do it, why are you
gonna be
asking so many
foul.
questions, fella?
Yeah. We need to run back some 2019 vibes, Lalo. Like no bullshit.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
All right, I got me a
The
knock.
tying run is aboard. And that
Come
one
on,
must
baby.
feel a little extra special.
We back
given
on the
his
board.
struggles over the last 10 games or so. Man, that ball was smoked 107 miles per hour off the bat. Clearly doing something right at the plate. Labrada under it. And there's one down.
Bro, my guy is pissed. All my stats are in pitching. I have like 13 saves on the season. I have a sub 1 ERA.
One away and a runner
I'm
at
fucking
first.
like that.
Stepping to the plate
Not as a
now,
two-way player, though.
Walker
Wait, was his name
Jenkins.
actually Lebronto? No kids?
Fly ball down the line. It's pretty far back. Makes the grab, and there's two away. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence. 2 outs, runner on first base. Now at the dish, Patrick Winkle.
You blocking that?
Oh, and it's a wild pitch.
It's not. It's low.
And the 1-1. This one popped up.
Oh, it's a wild pitch. Looking ass.
And that is out number 3. One runner.
Alright, at least I finally got me a knock, man.
We go to the top of the 7th. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, Michael Arroyo.
Oh, what a dog shit route.
That one is back there.
That's over
It
my head.
runs off the wall. Could be trouble. That's a leadoff double. And he's got a
To be honest, I don't think I even have the arm strength to throw him out from there.
After his recent lack of results.
I'm not sure how that would have looked.
Quite enough to leave the yard, but you could tell. And now, Hogan Windish.
Bro, they made being a two-way player way to fuck harder in this game.
Fly ball to left, down the line.
Give me that shit, baby. Yeah.
Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Alright, we made up for it. Nah, we made up for it, bro. We made up for it. It's all good. You saw that? That was a nice little catch. I said it.
2 gone and the base is loaded.
Oh my god, I'm swinging for the motherfucking fences, bro.
1-3.
This is how I'm getting back up, bro.
Late with the swing, strike 1. That's an uncharacteristic chase. He usually lays off pitches off the plate
up.
like that.
Bouncer. Alright, now they're throwing at me, bro. I'm gonna charge the fucking mound. Go,
That one is
bitch.
absolutely pummeled.
I was so early, too. Please.
Heading back, very deep, out of here, grand slam. Well, that'll fire up the home crowd, and they take the lead. It's 5-2. That homer was absolutely demolished, and it came at a critical moment. A moment to treasure.
Let's fucking go,
his
man.
First homer at the Double-A level. That's gotta feel great.
First
and I'm
homer
sure the organization
is a slam.
hoping to see him belt many more round trippers. This is an unreal turn of events, and what a job they did to set him up by loading the bases. A grand slam to take
Off the scoreboard.
lead. That sound you just heard was
Yeah, how is that not a
everyone in the
no-doubter,
press box
actually? Off the
furiously
scoreboard.
retyping their game story.
I'm pissed.
Now here's the 0-2.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
In the air to left.
Better route. I got that shit, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
what
my
a catch he just
goodness.
made. On
I got
that
air.
catch, he was really going full tilt. Good job to track the ball in the air and hang on for the out.
Oh, that shit bounced. Nobody saw that, bro. Nobody saw that. Hey, yeah, the pitcher was lit. You saw him? Alright, hopefully that game gets us going, man. Arkansas Travelers.
The ballpark, all set to start the 9th inning in this one. Digging in for the Travelers, Caden Polkovich.
Oh my god, I thought he hit that shit to the moon.
Play off to the right. Strike 2. Great job out of the pen spotting pitches down and away like that. Even if the batter gets the head of the bat,
Swing at
it's
that,
hard for him to do much
Caden.
damage. Gets a piece, stays alive.
And he's fouling that one off,
Seemed to
whatever.
be sitting on the fastball there. Good job to adjust and fight off the breaking ball. When either team strikes out 10
Thank you,
times
perfect
a game,
umpire
Kale
accuracy.
Soda will send every
I'm glad
fan
we
in
turned that
attendance
shit
home
on.
with a 6-pack of the healthiest soda out there. Windish, batting with one down, takes a strike. One down, base is empty here in the 9th.
Oh, what? Oh, that was a bad pitch.
And the count 1-2.
Wait, this is about to be dirty.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Pops it to first in time. 2 down.
Pitchers are athletes.
Base is empty with 2 out. Spencer Packer getting ready to hit. 1 for
Spencer
3.
Packer, bro. I'm sorry. I like how I get that call, though. Oh, that was a bad pitch.
Might be 2.
Oh, what the? Get up, dumb fuck.
Here comes the throw.
Bro, what was that?
And it's a 2-out double.
Bro.
And you can bet he feels really good about that one. That's a really
Yeah,
clean swing
it
he
is
put on
unfair,
that
you're
ball.
right.
Met it out front and pulled it into the outfield for a line drive base hit. Sundstrom stands in now
Sundstrom.
and watches strike 1. Swings through it.
See ya, buddy.
Swing and a miss. That is out number 3. 1 hit, 1 left.
Yeah, I like how my pitching arm is good, but my throwing arm is fucking trash. That makes a whole lot of fucking sense.
The best relievers come out of the pen with focus and resolve.
Makes a whole lot of fucking sense. We got another pack. And I think we have some points to spend. Keeping that arm healthy for pitching, that's right. Yeah, they tell me to cool it when I'm in the outfield. They're like, yo, low-key, don't fucking throw it like that. Don't throw it that hard, bro. What's good, Brandon? How we doing, brother? Oh, what the? Those are kind of tight. Did we put those on? Yeah, nice play. Don't ever do that shit again, bro. let's make sure we're getting better at hitting him. Cause holy fuck. That shit been a struggle, man. Up my speed. Yes, sir. We're getting the starting left. Yeah, that's a that's a good question actually. We did get back to 300 off of that.
So 2 down. The left fielder getting ready to hit. It's been a tough stretch at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
He didn't have to say all that.
He swings and fouls one off.
He didn't have to say all that. Yeah, he's been getting shit on recently. Yeah, he's been swinging out of his fucking shoes recently, but
Wines, here's the pitch. Here's a high chopper, and it goes just foul.
I don't know. I actually don't know the math.
Fights that one off, we'll reset and do it again.
I don't know the math at all.
Now here's the 0-2. Missed inside with the curveball.
It's the only one that's actually looks like a ball so far. Ooh, that one too. Wait, I'm good off of this. I'm good off of this.
Catcher has
Itch.
fires to first.
Yo, that's a first.
He's safe.
That's a first, bro. I've never gotten on off of a drop third strike in MLB to show. That is a fucking first for me.
Walked the batter on 4 pitches. That was not pretty.
That was fucking
insane. Wasn't going to do him any favors in swinging an obvious ball. Out to short. DeVries there with plenty of time. Inning over. 2.
Dang, bro.
The left fielder will hit next. Reached on a drop third strike the first time. That one finds the corner. Check swing. Did the bat break the
What? We're getting pissed on. It's all over.
Here in the top of the second.
He's sending me back to the fucking high school, bro.
Here's a grounder up the middle. That's a base hit.
I definitely checked my swing too. This game sucks.
Comes across to score.
I definitely checked my swing.
Picks himself up an RBI, and he showed a nice up the middle approach on that hit. Something you always like to see from a minor league hitter. 2 outs, runners at first and second, and now the first baseman, Aaron Sabato.
And the time I was in that at bat?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Actually, yes.
Pitch. Swing lifts it to shallow left field. And it
Oh, he's scoring off of that.
Here's the throw to the plate. Safe.
Ooh.
Gets the hand in. It's 4-zip.
So should have gone to third on that.
Tallies a run and earns the RBI. He's got some impressive wrist strength to be able to pull a ball on the outer half that hard. Not many hitters can do that. Now the payoff pitch. And they're all
Oh, I should have been running anyway. Definitely looked like he got the tag, but whatever. I feel like I saw that in a secret base video, Brandon.
They escape the bases loaded jam. So they do
I feel like I heard that fact.
So digging in, Cole Roederer.
Roederer.
The 0-1. And it stays fair. Now he turns for second. The throw in.
I hate that angle when you're up against the wall, bro. That worst camera angle is so shit.
It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for him. Might be a chance for them to start working their way back into this thing. He's clearly willing to swing at that
curveball
pitch
genuinely
low
looks
in the
so
zone.
hittable, and then all of a sudden it's in the dirt, and I look like a fucking idiot.
If he does, he's got a better shot at inducing the double play. Got him looking,
All right, buddy.
and that's a strikeout.
Yeah, all right, let me just go sit my ass down, man.
And find your center while surrounded by your fellow primates at Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with
Yo,
the
what
apes.
the fuck is Buddy? What the fuck am I hearing, dude? What is happening in this game? Am I in a fever dream, man?
2 away and a runner at first. The left fielder digs in now. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time.
Holy
Might have a more
shit.
aggressive approach this plate appearance. And that one fouled off.
Hey, your turn. Drive me in. Clutch up for us.
This one is labeled. That one's back there. Snags it on the warning track. And 1. We're through 5.5, and the ball game remains tied at 4. We're back here at the ballpark, and now the left fielder. Challenge fastball to start the AB, and the batter clearly not ready for it. The pitcher shouldn't give him anything off speed in this spot. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane?
Why am it? Bro, it's not letting me check my swings. It's not letting me check my swings. I'm uninstalling.
Not close with that one. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Leadoff
This
hitter
one might be dog
retired here
shit.
in the 9th.
I am actually checked though. So let me check my
He may
swing.
find a way to get... Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Gendry Rojas. And that puts the tying run on base. He's been striking out a lot in this one, so I'm sure it felt good to get that hit. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. And with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. The 0-1. Trying to move the runner over here. To second
It's actually a horseshit bunt.
and that's all they'll get. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Brennan Valenzuela. There's a strike. Right through
What a
there for
pitch.
strike. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. In there, picks up
I don't know
the
why he's not
K.
swinging at that.
Only 1 out remaining.
Dead ass actually. I'm charging the
So it's
plate.
their last chance of the ball game. Ground ball to short. This should do it. On to first.
Nice.
Ball game. He gave them a textbook performance out of the pen. And
Now if only my guy could hit.
so bottom of the 9th. Digging in for the missions, Cale Fountain. There's his strike.
Oh, actually, bro. I make solid contact pretty often.
Third. Gets it to first. And
But-
the leadoff batter set down here in the 9th. He's 2 outs
My
away.
BABIP is shit.
Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, number 20. Bouncing
Pull up
ball
the
here, rolls
BABIP.
foul. On 0-1, the delivery. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. They are down to their final out. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno. Outfield pretty shallow here.
All right.
In the air to right, and that should do it. Gets under it for the out.
Nice
and
little pitch
that's
to
your ball
contact
game.
save.
Lockdown relief out of the pen. Exactly what they're counting on him to deliver. Nice
My 14th
job to help
save?
get the win.
Now pitching for Wichita.
Yeah, don't look at my baseball reference, bro.
Bottom of the inning.
Yeah, my coach finna come to me and be like, "Are you sure you want to be a two-way player, dog? Like, are you sure you want to do this shit?"
And fighters in a heater at 95. It's all well and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball like that in this big a spot, gotta unload. Lifted down the left side, makes the catch for the out, and there's one away. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence. Tosses to first. Only one out remaining.
Are you sure you still about this shit, bro?
Stepping in, the center fielder, number 23. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Do you actually want it like that?
We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Home team down by 1. Good job to fight that one off. The Missions down to their last strike. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And this game is over.
I don't know, Brandon. I don't know why this game does anything. It's always been weird. I also can't hit a single fucking thing. It's literally Chris Davis 2019, bro. Like, yeah, bro, you make it solid contact. You just have dog shit luck, man. I'm sorry.
Desired results at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in the last 5 games.
Bro, stop. That is not true. That's literally. He's literally lying now. Bro, he's literally fucking lying now. You heard what he just said? Or wait, no. I don't play every game. It's because I don't play every game. Oh my god. I've been pitching and having days off. It's literally not my fault. Wait, he's literally lying. That's a cherry pick stat. Wait, bro. What the fuck?
Fly ball down the line. Moving back for this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Throw into third.
What the fuck? Fuck out of here.
And they get 2. Double play.
Dude, that is so rogue.
Play, a great throw to third
that is so rogue.
Oh my goodness. Just
I'm actually so mad.
To try to move up to third right there.
Yeah, and he's actually not that good, bro. He's only got 1 hit in the last 5 days.
No outs and a runner on second.
It's like, bro, I haven't fucking played. Oh my god. That is so rogue. Austin Krob, who the fuck is this guy?
And there's a
what the fuck?
The wind surge with plenty
Get me off
of
this
ground
game.
to make up. Top half of the 4th. And that's off the inside edge.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, bro, Anthony Davis might be dog shit, bro. He hasn't scored in like the last 20 games.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Out. 1 away on the drop, 3rd strike. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish. Runners at first and second, and nobody out.
Just didn't have the cameras on.
Foul ball there.
Bro, I hate the goddamn 12-6 that this fucker throws, man.
0-1 now. Fouled off.
It looks so good, and then it's in the dirt!
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I don't want to read a scouting report. This is double A!
Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Upstairs.
Yeah, that was high. That was high.
Him out there to change the eye level. Now that the hitter's looking up, he can come back down low and finish him off.
Yeah, that was in. That was inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I was gonna hit the zone. I had to fight it off.
Keeps going.
So mad.
Here it comes. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, that's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Util side, the map cut in half. Both Optic and SSG have control, but only one can prevail. The early damage comes in. Bounce takes a shot or 2 from his teammate, but it looks like they're taking ground or bound in Optic Gaming. They had to go 2 for 1 to get to this point. They've earned their chance. That camouflage, it feels like a poison apple in the middle of the map, but Space Station, honestly, they've given a lot of opportunities for Optic to potentially get away with that, but they have not gone for it. Instead, they're staying all 4 together on the P side, and they got the damage in Legends positions known. Space Station, Optic Gaming, here
Whoa!
we go. Legends gets the shot, and the improbable becomes possible. The best comeback we've seen in Halo Infinite. Very little times do we see a Slayer on Aquarius go all the way down to almost 0 seconds left in regulation, but that's how much time
What the fuck was that, brother?
SSG to finish off that game number 2. If that doesn't tell you the respect that both of these teams
What
have
the
for
hell?
each other, but eventually it was Optic that decided to take things into their own hands, and they ultimately won the game as opposed
I don't
to
know.
defensively.
That's fucking insane, bro. PJ did have a rough game, unfortunately. 9 and 15. My camera was blocking it. Wait. 46-48. Let's see how this fucking works out. Stellar kills Legend, so it's 46-49. Renegade punches 2 of them, and then Formal kills Stellar.
The double kill
And then PJ just gets caught out ping 2 right here. Oh my god, dude. What was that shit?
Right? They originally were at yellow. They rotated completely to the other side of the map.
What was that shit?
I was always curious about where that push was going to come from. And Legend, right space, right time.
That's such a good shot from Legend, bro. What the fuck?
Chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter.
We're in extras, bro. You got me pitching in extra innings in this bitch.
Square at 4. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's fucking crazy, brother.
The home crowd really fired
That's
up
fucking
after
crazy.
that strikeout, and now they've got a chance to strand the go-ahead run in scoring position. Big spot. Challenge fastball to start the AB, and the batter clearly not ready for it.
Why is he not swinging at that?
Anything off speed in this spot. Now here's the 0-2. Fouled off at the plate, they'll do it again. We're in the 11th. 2 away, the go-ahead run in scoring position. In there, picks up the K. And that ends the inning. That's a true competitor out there on the mound as we see the emotion there. Great job to get out of the jam.
Bro, I was hyped. You saw that?
He gave them a textbook performance out of the pen. And
Oh, absolutely.
relief like this
Absolutely.
is always valuable. Your final score.
Looks like we walked off. Good shit. Wait, I just jumped to the number 53 prospect. You saw that?
All set to start the 9th inning in this one. And now the center fielder, number 31.
Oh, hold up. Cole's calling me. Hold on, bro. Cole AK Proximity is at my front door if you guys would like to say hi. But I'll be right back.
We move up to the wing side. Does Renegade still having some ammo in this sniper? But Snakebite getting some good damage down. Didn't know that Renegade had his back.
And with him being last alive, that means Space Station are going to be staggered for the time being. Oh, it's scary when he starts to hold the reticle still. Eco feels the pressure, has to push down, and Renegade somehow, some way, is still alive.
Eco sits up high on the tower side. Renegade having an idea of where he is and giving up that height advantage to try to get the jump on Eco, but Eco sniffing that out. He's gonna back down. He's like, where did Eco go? I swear he was here just a second ago.
I almost think Renegade outplayed Eco there. Eco saw him and he went down to search for him. Renegade went up high and said, hey, I'll take the tower. Eventually was able to fight Eco. I think Renegade just played 5D chess.
Sniper the hands of Lucid. Bomb over towards that base. Will they make a play for this? SSG end up going 3 down.
What's good?
No, it's gonna be pushed out, and
I still got my sunnies on.
I have an idea that maybe somebody might be on the flank. It's Lucid. He's actually
Elimination
right under
semis. What's good, chat? Much love, everybody.
Huge for OPTIC Gaming.
That overshoot allowed them to get into the base. Now the next priority usually going to be that elbow. You want to get a player deep into there. But Space Station's well set up at the moment. Instead, it's going to be just about a game of Slayer. The first slays can determine so much about how this push is going to happen.
Battle between Bound and Lucid ends up in a trade, double by Bound, and it's pivotal.
Dude, yeah, I didn't see. I'll give you a headset back, bro. I didn't see.
The bomb has already started being planted. Stellar is going to try to find the angle here, and it's so close. There's no way Lucid gets it out. 4 more. Comes right on in, finishes that arm, and that's going to be a 1-0 for OPTIC Gaming.
Players have to have a sense of timing into the plays that they make, right? Do you have the window of opportunity to make
I'm finna
something
get off
happen?
because we finna go chill,
and
then we finna go to the basketball
Legend
game.
is the best.
I'm finna call it early.
Understanding
Yo,
his
much love, y'all.
timing
Appreciate y'all
and
hanging.
situation.
We finna be back tomorrow
He was
for
the
a
only
regular
real
ass
player
show.
up on the map, but he grabs that ball and starts arming
much
it
love.
because he
Y'all be
understood
safe.
he had
I'll
a
catch y'all later.
window to get that arm